Hello everyone, welcome to day 20. It's already day 20 of our learnings through scriptural characters, and this is one beautiful way for you to learn many concepts in scriptures. As I've said before, number one, it tells you that if human beings can do it, then it's possible for you to do it. People have reinvented themselves in these scriptures. We've seen people that started as nothing and became great, and some people that started great and ended little. It means that these are possibilities with you. You can sit down and evaluate your life and learn a lot of things. So we're going to be looking at Jonadab today. Jonadab. All right, so there are actually two Jonadabs in the Bible, and for sake of learning, we're going to be able to do the second Jonadab tomorrow. But for today, we're looking at Jonadab, the son of Rechab. Now, this Jonadab was also referred to as Jehonadab. But there are two places you can find the story: in the book of 1 Kings chapter 10 and in the book of Jeremiah chapter 35. Now, the subject we're going to be picking out on the life of Jonadab is leaving behind an enduring legacy. That's leaving behind an enduring legacy. Now, but just to give us a little bit of background of Jonadab, God had instructed Elijah to anoint 3 people before he exited the earth. But then it was Elisha who completed the journey. So anoint Elisha to take your place. Anoint Jehu to become king over Israel in the place of Ahab. And then we have the person of Hazael, I think, to become king of Syria also, if I get the story properly. But now we see that Jehu, when he was anointed, began to the work so immediately. It was like he was waiting for the anointing to come. He was violent on fulfilling every prophecy that was about his life, making sure that he terminated the household of Ahab, and then especially terminating Jezebel. It's a prophetic insight into this person of Jehu, because it means that for many of us, we are going to be seeing that even in our generation, there's going to be the manifestation of the spirit of Jehu that will be eliminating the spirit of Jezebel. It means that every time that we want to eliminate the spirit of Jezebel, something has to come as violent as the person of Jehu to eliminate the spirit of Jezebel. Now, that's not our story. Now, let's go back to the person Jonadab. One of the things that Jonadab did was to support Jehu when he was going to eliminate the prophet of Baal. You know, he used a tricky method to bring the prophet of Baal in a place that we want to perform worship, we want to perform sacrifice. All of you come inside the temple. Now, Jonadab was there to help him fulfill that. Now, we didn't see very much of Jonadab. Now, after that, Jehu killed all of the prophets. I mean, it's just a funny story. But now, when you go to the book of Jeremiah chapter 35, God called Jeremiah and wanted to illustrate something with the life of Jonadab, and said, take wine, go to the sons of Rechab. You know, Jonadab is the son of Rechab, so they call them Rechabites. Go to the sons of Rechab, call them to a chamber and give them wine to drink. So Jeremiah took his servant and went to find the sons of Rechab. And when he found them, he took wine. He said, take, drink. Just like that. It was the answer of the sons of Rechab that started. They're like, no, we don't do this. Our father Jonadab had instructed us. Are you seeing the solidness of his fatherhood? He gave an instruction, and just so you know, that was by theological understanding, by biblical understanding. That was about a 300-year instruction legacy that these guys maintained. He gave them instructions. Jonadab gave his children instructions. What were the instructions? If you read the book of Jeremiah chapter 35, from verse 1 to 16, he said, number 1, they will not drink wine. They should not drink any wine. Number 2, they should not sow seeds. In other words, don't be farmers. Don't farm crops. Don't buy land. Don't till the land and so on. Number 3, that they should not build a house. They should live in tents. Now, these instructions are not what we are copying, because I'm not going to give you such instructions, but it tells you that it didn't matter how uncomfortable the instructions were. For 300 years, this family had kept that legacy, and they were not about to break it simply because a prophet of the Lord, approved prophet of the Lord, comes and say, take drink. Are you getting me? Now, because of that, that thing became a model for God, right? Not for God now, but for the children of Israel, that God used as a reference. He said, can you imagine that Jonadab gave instructions, his children were still keeping it? How about my own people, the children of Israel? They were not obeying. If you read verse 16 of Jeremiah chapter 35, the Bible says, surely the sons of Jonadab, the son of Rechab, have performed the commandment of their father, which he commanded them. But these people has not obeyed me. God speaking now through Jeremiah. That means, for me, it's not about the children. Of course, the children are worth 1,000 lessons. That why would you be so stringent as to keep such strict rule? Do you understand? But now is the fact that Jonadab had a proper fatherly covering over his children. These things he put in place, you could tell that these were the systems he used to protect his children and generations that will come after him from the idolatry of Israel. Because if they are going to be building house, it becomes a competition. I'm just thinking, right? You can think along with me. It becomes a competition. Then they are going to be living among them, and then because they are not living a consecrated life, they are likely going to be copying the ways of Israel. So he found rules that will keep his generation after him. Now, because of this thing, that's why I called it enduring legacy, leaving behind an enduring legacy. The promise now, if you go to verse 19, God now speaking through Jeremiah said, the promise to the house of Rechabite. What is the promise? The Jonadab, the son of Rechab, shall not lack a man to stand before me forever. In other words, because of this rule that Jonadab has given, I will ensure that there will never be a time where I don't have somebody who is committed and faithful to me in the house of Jonadab. That means whether they like it or not, whether it's by option, by whatever it means, there must be a righteous man in the land, in the household of Jonadab. That means it's possible that the guy comes in and is thinking, I'm not a serious person. I'm not of you people. Don't worry. The grace will rest on you. What I'm bringing here is this. We've studied certain people. We've studied just 2 days ago. We studied Jeroboam. Then we studied David. This is Jonadab, a common man leaving a legacy for his children that has put God in a position to make a covenant with himself that Jonadab will never lack a man before him. What is that saying? It's saying that you, whether as a young man, as an old man, a young woman, an old woman, it doesn't matter what level you think you are, you can leave a legacy that becomes a legacy of righteousness that compels God to make a covenant with your generation, with the children that come from your loins. Do you understand me? You can make a transgenerational deal with God that goes from one generation to another. Now, this is an instruction a father left for his children. This is the heritage he had for them. He didn't have any other heritage, right? The Bible tells us that a good man leaves inheritance for his children. Now, I know I've ever argued with someone before, a house is included in it and so on. But you see, if you don't give them the mindset to manage the physical things, it will always leave them, right? So it behoves on every parent, on every father, on every mother to take it upon themselves to put the right legacy down. Your legacy can be the legacy of righteousness. Your legacy can be your legacy of your commitment and your fear and your love for God. Do you understand me? Your legacy can be your work ethics. My son, this is how I did things. When David was about to leave the earth, he called Solomon. He said, I am about to go the way of all the earth. You behave yourself like a man. I think that's in the book of 1 Kings chapter 3 or so. Now, your legacy can be your work ethics. How have I been working? This is how I've been dealing well in righteousness. People will come. They will try to trick you. They will try to take away the things I've committed to your hand. But you must insist. Are you getting me? This is how these things are. When you read the book of Proverbs, you can tell that a father was giving proper instruction to his son. Say, my son, do this. When sinners entice you, don't consent. You see that? These are legacies. It's not about the house. If you build buildings and you don't build people, the buildings will soon crumble. Okay? So it matters that we give these legacies. Some other legacies are your relationship and your relationship ethics, your relationship systems. These are legacies that you can leave behind. I'm just bringing some of them out. Then another legacy is instructions. You can leave instructions down. Let it not be heard among you, my children, that you do this, you do this, you do this. A proper child will learn those things. And you don't just bring mere traditions. You bring something that you have received from God as a blueprint for transgenerational sustenance and impact. Another legacy can be the blessing. The blessing. Just like we saw that Abraham left the blessing upon Isaac, Isaac left the blessing upon Jacob. You know, in my study, the blessing that came upon Jacob was not just that blessing after he ate the food. You will notice that when Jacob was leaving Isaac and Rebekah to run away from Esau, the Bible said Isaac blessed Jacob and told him that the blessing of Abraham comes upon you. He didn't tell him in that first place. He told him in the second place. That means the blessing, maybe the start of it started after that food, but the completion of it must have come at the point when Jacob was living. I hope you know Jacob never met Isaac after that day. He didn't go with a house, he didn't go with a car, he didn't go with a cattle, he didn't go with a horse, he didn't go with a donkey. He simply left Isaac. But when he was returning, he came and he's today a nation. You can leave the blessing as a legacy. Be intentional. Carry something inside your spirit that you are going to deposit over your children. I hope this has been a blessing to you, that we can leave a very solid legacy. Tomorrow we are going to be studying the other Jonadab. Of course, he's in no way near like this young man. But then let this be a challenge to you as a parent, as a father, as a mother, for something that you are going to leave for your children. You can share this with another parent. It will really bless them. And I hope that this has been a challenge to you and has blessed you. You can give this a thumbs up, you can comment, and you can do well to subscribe if you are yet to subscribe. Share with somebody, and let's all be blessed. God bless you. See you in our next episode. Blessings.